All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm the brother YAHAWAH from the GMS South Carolina camp, coming back with a quick lesson through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAA, QADASH. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my apostles and to my elders of Great Millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And also peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. All right, shalom. And I want to get into this article, man, because YAHAWASHI is making things happen, man. The Lord is making things happen, right? All through the spirit, we're seeing these prophecies coming to pass, man, right? And this is the downfall of Esau's society. OK, so things are going to turn up. Things are already turning up, right? But they're going to turn up even more and more. Hey, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, the Lord put the spirit on elder apostles to heart to deem this year the year of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI turning up, man. Right. So we're about to see a lot of great judgment, great death, distress, tears, so on and so forth, man. Right. But I'm going to jump right into this article. This is from bbcnews.com. And it says Sri Lanka. Why is the country in an economic crisis? So, yeah, right now, Sri Lanka is getting that Venezuela treatment, man. Pretty much their economy has collapsed. And all of this, the reason why I'm bringing this out, because a lot of people, they'll say, well, what does this have to do with America? It has everything to do with America, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a ripple effect, man. OK, and also, the Lord is saving the best for last. So the things that's going on over there, eventually is going to happen over here in America, but it's going to be on a large scale, man. It's going to be a million times worse, right? But jumping right into it, it says Sri Lanka has defaulted on a multi-million-pound foreign debt payment, deepening the nation's worst economic crisis since it gained independence in 1948. The new prime minister, Ranil whatever the hell his last name is appealing for foreign help to bail out the government, which has almost run out of foreign currency reserves, right? So pretty much they were in debt. And guess what? America's in debt, man. America is $200 trillion in debt, man. And that's just what they tell you on paper, right? So eventually that debt is going to reach the point to where, America is going to have to pay up, and they're not going to be able to pay up, man. And you're seeing the effects of it right now with all of the inflation. Gas prices rising up, food prices. It's also food shortages as well. And this is all through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. It says Sri Lanka has seen weeks of protests because of rising food prices and acute shortages of fuel. Same thing going on over here in America, right? Why did Sri Lanka default on its debt? It says Sri Lanka's government has failed to pay $78 million, E63 million. That's in their currency, but $78 million. So they were $78 million in debt and they couldn't pay it. But at the end of the day, America is $200 trillion in debt, man. So eventually, man, it's going to pop. It says in debt interest payments, causing two of the world's biggest credit rating agencies to declare it had defaulted. A default can seriously damage investors. A default can seriously damage investors' confidence in a country, making it harder for it to borrow money on international markets and threatening the value of its currency. Sri Lanka owes 58 BN. I don't know if that's 50. It says owes 50 billion. I don't know if that's billion or not. Well, $50 billion, I believe that's what it is, to foreign creditors. As a matter of fact, let me try something real quick. Let me see if I can figure out what this is. I'm assuming that's $50 billion, right? Anyways. But where was I? It says Sri Lanka owes 50 BN, which I think that's billion, to foreign creditors, but it says it cannot pay them. It is asking for a loan from the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, Prime Minister, has said the nation also urgently needs $75 million of foreign currency in the next few days to pay for essential imports such as fuel. How is this affecting the people? It's affecting the people very much. That's why they're protesting. It says for months, Sri Lanka has lacked the foreign currency to buy all that it needs from abroad. Shortages of food and fuel have caused prices to soar. Inflation is now running at 30%. There have been power cuts and a lack of medicines. Now that's heavy because they're also saying that this summer there could possibly be power cuts in America, energy reduction in America, right? So hey, the Lord is about to open up the floodgates here in Babylon, man. It says, and a lack of medicines has brought the health system to the verge of collapse. People started protesting out on the streets of the capital, Colombo, in early April, and the protests have spread across the rest of the island. And then you see right here, it says prices keep rising in Sri Lanka. Colombo Consumer Price Index is almost at 50%. As a matter of fact, it's at 50%, man. Right? Why is Sri Lanka's economy in crisis? Sri Lanka's foreign currency reserves have virtually run dry, and it can no longer afford to pay for imports of staple foods and fuels, right? So I was curious about what staple foods are. So I got it right here. So staple foods are pretty much, rice, eggs, potatoes, maize, which is corn. Okay. Pretty much your basic essentials, essential needs that you need to sustain yourself. Wheat, beans, and also they have a wheat shortage, right? I brought this out a couple days ago, right? Because they have a wheat shortage, right? And yeah, Russia is pretty much one of the main producers of wheat. And you see what's going on over there in Russia. But yeah, they had a wheat shortage as well. So you got to tie all of this into effect because eventually they're all going to tie into parts of bringing down America. All of this is judgment from YAHAWASHI, right? So going back. So yeah, so I brought up the staple foods. So that's pretty much what staple foods are. So they have a shortage of staple foods: beans, bread, vegetables, bananas, olive oil, grain, yam, milk, pasta, lentils, fruit, plantains, flour, peanuts. Pretty much your main essential foods, man. Right? It says the government blames the CP, which affected Sri Lanka's tourist trade, one of its biggest foreign currency earners. So this whole C99 has fucked up a lot of shit, man. They use this to pretty much usher in their new world order and damn near collapse of the economy, man. The economies of countries. Okay, so all of this was pre-orchestrated, man. Right? It says it also says its tourists have been frightened by a series of deadly bomb attacks on churches in 2019. However, many experts say economic mismanagement is to blame. Of course, it's always corruption going on, in the government, man. Right? So they got a video right here. Yeah, so hey, man, they're pissed off, man. How much more is going to happen with America, man? They're pissed off. So at the end of the day, what's going to happen where, because you know these Americans, they're spoiled, comfortable. They're used to being able to eat and drink at will. They have more than enough. They have so much food that they can have leftovers and throw out food, you know. So these Americans are spoiled. So how much more when, you know, this famine and everything comes to America, right? How much more? These people are going to lose their fucking minds, man. So everything is being set up for the Lord to take this place out, man. Right? Which, man, at the end of the day, you know, I'm going to go ahead and pull some scriptures out. Right? Because all of this is going to trickle down to America. 2nd Esdras 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great wars. Salakia, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? So great evils, bad times are coming to America, Babylon the Great. You see it already happening around the world, but the Lord is saving the best for last. And these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, you got people losing their minds now because of gas prices being at $6. You know, in some states, but I think the national average is around maybe like $4.50. And you had I forgot what his name is, saying that gas prices could rise up to $10 in the summer, man. That's crazy. Well, from $7 to $10. That's crazy, man. So at the end of the day, we're at the point to where, hey, the Lord is about to bring all of these great warnings and judgment to pass, man. We're right here at the cusp of it, man. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendments. So the Lord is about to bring, you know, heavy judgment upon the masses of people. It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You're still going to have these people with, walking around with pride, man. But the Lord is about to humble a lot of people, man. You see, it says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, famine, sword, famine, and great confusion. Yeah, these people are going to be in a confused state because here it is. The prophets are blowing the trumpet. The Lord even got these whistleblowers telling these people what time it is. And really, the only ones who ain't really paying attention is Jake, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You Israelites, man. Right? So we're entering into what? The time of Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Right? A time like no other. Why do you think it's called Jacob's trouble? Right? Because you Israelites are going to be the main ones to suffer from what's about to go down, man. Okay? For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape shall the sword destroy. So the Lord is about to bring that pain, so to speak, man. Right? Salakia, man. Let me grab this real quick. 2nd Esdras 8 and 50. Right? For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And yet these people are very proud, right? So the Lord is about to humble a lot of people. And one major way to humble people is through a famine, right? If people can't eat, they can't sustain themselves, right? Isaiah 19 and verse 5, and the waters, let's start at verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Now, the modern day Egyptians are the Edomites, right? So-called Americans, right? Because America is spiritual what? Sodom and Egypt, okay? It says, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts. And the waters shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up. And they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. And you got a lot of countries that produce a lot of wheat, fruits, grains, and things like that. They have been these certain countries have been receiving heavy droughts, right? So that's going to have an effect, because you got people over here in America, they'll see these things happen in these countries and they think that it doesn't have an effect on them. But you got to think America is an export country. I mean, Slovakia, they're an import country. All they do is import goods from other countries. They don't export anything, right? So if they can't get these certain goods from these countries due to famine and things like that, how do you think that's going to affect you people? It's going to affect you people very much, right? It says the paper reads by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brook shall wither, be driven away, and be no more. The fishers also shall mourn, and all they that cast angle into the brooks shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the waters shall languish. Moreover, they that work in fine flax and they that weave networks shall be confounded. Yeah, these farmers, you know, these pretty much these people that produce your food, they're not going to be able to have their they're not going to be able to, you know, have the resources to produce food anymore, right? Because the Lord is drying up and taking away the resources. So because when it comes to the Lord, hey, the Lord does things on a large scale, man. So you people are about to feel that pain. And this is what scourges for your amendment. The Lord is bringing heavy punishment and judgment because you people are not right, man. Right. So the Lord is about to bring the pain, man. OK. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had. I just wanted to bring out this article because this is heavy, man. This is heavy news. Right. Because it's going to be a ripple effect. Soon it's going to be America. Right. And like I said earlier, the Lord is saving the best for last, man. Matter of fact, Lord willing, that'll be the title of this lesson. The Lord is saving the best for last. But with that being said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my apostles and to my elders of great millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today. Peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Until next time, shalom.